Let's see. Hello, Facebook. Welcome, and everybody on YouTube. Welcome back to my bedroom. I'm still in my pajamas, but there is a good reason for that. I was just saying to our friends on Instagram, we're going to do some facial massage today and some boudoir beauty and some fun things. So I hope I'm the right way round. Never quite know with this technology. Could you please let me know on Facebook if I am the right way round? Today I've got Amy, my digital editor, is joining on Facebook. So thank you very much, Amy. I hope you're well. I hope you've had a lovely weekend. Thank you for popping in all the links. Let me know. You can send me a message on my little electronic pad here to let me know if I am the right way around indeed. So we have got lots coming up for today, lots of fun things to share, including, get yourself ready, we're going to do a little bit of facial massage together with an amazing facial therapist, Beata Alexandrovich. I hope I pronounced that correctly, who I'm going to be joining in just a moment. I'm going to split my screen on that. So just a little bit of housekeeping for those of you who are brand new. Yes, I'm the right way. Thank you. Thank you, Jane. Thank you, Gail. Thank you for saying. Phew, that's one less thing to worry about. So everybody who's watching on Instagram, I can split my screen on Instagram, so you will be able to see Beata, but it doesn't matter. Don't panic, Facebook and YouTube, because I will be demonstrating, okay? You'll be able to hear Beata, but you just won't see her lovely face. So you'll have to make do with mine, okay? And then we'll be able to do it together. So make sure you've got nice clean hands, make sure that you've got somewhere, maybe you want to go and, sit with a cup of tea somewhere comfy, somewhere a bit quiet, away from everybody else, so that nobody's going to watch you. And let's just, calmly step into Monday. So on Instagram, you know that I can't link. There's pros and cons of everything, isn't there? I can see Beata on Instagram, but I can't link to her. So Amy on Facebook will pop all the links. So everything I talk about, all the lovely products I'm going to show you, the things, the ideas, the links to websites and blogs and vlogs and all of that will be able to be linked through on Facebook. And the same for YouTube, we will be able to put up links. Now, we can't link on Instagram, but if you go to my bio, and I know there are loads more following me on Instagram, so warm welcome if this is your first IGTV Live that you're tuning in for, or maybe you're watching me on catch up. Don't panic, because if you simply go to my bio, which is that little bit of blurb about me underneath my little circle picture on Instagram, you'll see a little blue line that says Linktree, and if you click on that, that's like the magic tree, because when you open that up, it has all the different links, okay? So what I want to talk about before I link to Beata is we are doing our 12 days of Wellbeing Christmas, and we're on day 7. And day 7, my team have contacted one of our favourite female-founded British brands called Holistic Silk, and you will have heard me talk about them before because they make really lovely silk face masks. You've possibly seen me wearing them in my stories. They're one of my favourites. They're beautiful designs, really lovely quality silk, very well kind of tailored. They've been properly made, so they fit you nicely. You don't actually feel that you're wearing anything. And they are made by a British female founder. She is based, I think, down in Cornwall. And really very, very lovely things. And these, so we've got a special Liz Loves discount. Okay, so you use Liz Loves, all in capitals, 10% off everything on her website at the moment. And I just wanted to show you a couple of things that I really like. Okay, so these, how cute are these? These are little silk brocade slippers. And they've got little kind of reflexy and magnet points in them. So the idea is, if I slip them on, hopefully I don't know whether you can see, it's supposed to be very rude, isn't it, show the soles of my feet. But you can just see they are really beautifully made. They look really fun, and they are designed to give you a bit of a reflexology foot workout. Isn't that fun? Love that. I love reflexology. Reflexology is one of the things that I do genuinely do. I've done it for, 30, 40 years maybe, and it's my kind of treatment of choice. If I'm ever staying in a spa or somewhere, or somebody offers me a treatment to try, if I'm visiting a salon for a review or something like that, invariably I will say, oh, do you have a reflexologist? Because that for me is just a great way of just recharging. And I'm not sure how it works, but it just does. It's very strange how points and zones on our feet are connected to certain points in the body. And if I'm getting a headache, for example, the big toe is supposed to represent the head. So around the base of the big toe, that's obviously the neck around here. And if you can't see it because it's out of vision, but if I sit and I just sort of massage around the base of my big toe, or if I'm sitting in the bath, if I'm feeling a bit headachy, I can feel little points around the base of my big toe which relate to the bits of my neck that's stiff and sore. It's really weird, isn't it? Really weird. Anyway, these are silk, they're handmade. Really, they've got lovely gold edging here, and they've got these special magnets. Again, it's magnetizing, and the sensory pad. So they're all designed here to stimulate different reflex zones in the feet. So, and you get your 10% off, obviously. The other thing that I really like with Holistic Silk, this is an extra large lavender eye mask. So if you are somebody who suffers with waking up perhaps because of light pollution, or you just want to literally zone out and block out all light, you see this side is velvet, so it's really soft, and it's lavender scented. Oh my goodness. I mean, this is just like the uber luxe of face masks. Again, beautifully made, handmade. You've got velvet ties here, and very large, so it will block out all light, scented of lavender, and just great. I feel like putting it on now and actually heading back onto my pillows because the smell. As you know, there's something about lavender. I've talked about it before. I just use the lavender oil. I don't actually bother with the sprays anymore. I literally put a couple of drops of lavender oil on my pillow last thing at night, and it just kind of shuts off my brain. And they've done studies looking at the limbic system, which is this front part of the brain up here connected to the nose and the way we smell. That connects to mood and emotions, and it has had a clinically therapeutic effect for encouraging sedation and just calming, switching off, calming everything, closing everything down. Anyway, so this says Holistic Silk Mask, Lavender Eye Mask, and our lovely founder, Joanna, says, I created Holistic Silk as an antidote to the fast pace and stress of daily life. Beautiful products made with love that inspire harmony, balance, and a little inner peace. I think it's a lovely brand. I think check them out. They are holisticsilk.com. Lots of really nice things. And this particularly says large ergonomic design, blocks out all light for deeper sleep, eases headaches and anxiety. That'd be good for Lil, maybe. Filled with real lavender, soft cotton velvet lining, and fair made. And that means that the people who make these get paid fairly, so they're not kind of, cheap imports from a developing country where people have been not paid well. So that is reflected in the finished product, which is very lovely. And thank you very much to the team at Holistic Silk for giving us a 10% Liz Loves discount. Now, before I go actually and move on to our facial massage, just to say that Lily was overwhelmed by the response to the LED face mask. I mean, we're going to talk more about this in the new year. So this isn't really something for pre-Christmas, but as you may know, she did a Cyber Monday sale on Cell Return, and that's CELL as in skin cell, cellreturn, UK.com. This is the cover on my mask. If you didn't see me do it, that's what it actually looks like. And I know lots of you already hopped over and bought it because you were saving over £400. I mean, it's an extraordinary saving. That was due to end at the weekend. And she said, look, if you want to keep it going, because a lot of people missed it and been messaging me saying, what's all this about a mask? What's Lily doing? Have I missed it? She's keeping it going till midnight tonight. Okay, so if there is anybody out there, or maybe you're a small salon owner, I know she sold a couple to smaller independent beauty salons who want to have it for their clients, or maybe manicurists who want to be able to offer it to their clients to wear for 20 minutes while they're having their nails done, or maybe you just want it, because it's rejuvenation. I mean, I have to say, my skin is looking exceptionally glowy since using this, and I've kind of justified it in my head because I've got somebody in the family with really bad acne, and it's the blue light that's really helping with acne. And then I talked about also some of the research on rosacea and eczema and psoriasis and cold sores. I mean, just extraordinary. Anyway, this live is not meant to be about this. I just wanted to mention it because the discount is still going. You have to use Liz Loves. Okay, she's kept the original discount, and then you get the Liz Loves on top of that. So just to say, if you haven't seen it, this is what it looks like. It's the most powerful one in the world. It looks like it's flickering. It doesn't flicker in real life. It's not flickering. I can tell you it's totally plain. It's just the way it comes through on the phone. So the red mode is for plumping up the skin and just rejuvenation. And this is NASA-backed technology. I mean, as I say, I haven't got time to talk about it today, but blue mode is the anti-acne and the skin clearing, and it's phenomenal. You know, no drugs, no pills, no creams. It's the blue light. And it uses near infrared as well, so it's a combination of the two. So it's not just the LEDs, it's the near infrared. And then pink mode is the one for inflammation, so the rosacea, the eczema. And then there's a fast mode, which does a cycle of each. It goes for 9 minutes. But otherwise, I just use the 20-minute red one. I use that every night. In fact, it lives in my bedroom here, and it's the last thing I do before going to sleep. Anyway, that was just to say Liz Loves on cellreturnuk.com. Right, we are now going to join, hopefully, Beata. Hope you are ready for a bit of facial massage. I hope Beata is in the house. Let us see. No, not yet. Beata, or maybe Amy, if you are on email, my love, maybe you can just ping her a quick message and say she has to do it from a phone. I know we've tried it before. It doesn't work if you do it from a laptop or from an iPad. Actually, maybe it does from an iPad. It certainly doesn't from a laptop. Let's see, view request. Who is requesting? There we go. Oh, I love that. So Beata, her Instagram name is the Face Whisperer. Isn't that cool? Let's see if we can be joined by the Face Whisperer. I really look forward to a bit of facial massage, a bit of me time. Hi, Beata.
Hello. Thank you so much, Liz, for having me, and welcome to all your followers and everybody who is joining.
Well, bless you. Thank you for finding the time. I love your name, the Face Whisperer. How long have you been doing facial massage?
So I am therapist for 24 years. But I went through different phases of working on the body. I'm also healer. I work with spas to provide therapists with advanced massage, so they are injury-free and they can give this very good quality treatment. That face was always my beloved one.
Your beloved one, I love that. Well, you look amazing on it. I have to say to all our friends on Facebook and YouTube who can't see you, you're looking pretty cool. Is this something that we can all do? Can we all do this safely at home now?
Yes, so the idea of the classes actually started with COVID. Because you see, I was always big ambassador of touch. I truly believe that this is the most important sense developed in the body, and we communicate through touch, and we need touch.
Yeah, we do.
And when COVID started, I was really terrified. I thought, what will happen with us now when we lose that touch, when we won't be able to connect, and especially those of us who are alone, who live alone.
No touch. Absolutely. I was talking to a friend of mine who's a physio, because I had to go and see her. And she said that she treated a young man who has got all kinds of issues, including some learning issues as well. And because she was able to touch him as a physio, he just broke down and said, I haven't been touched by anybody for 8 months. And, you know, it's heartbreaking, isn't it? It's really... And presumably we can still get the sense of that kind of nurturing through self-touch, can we? Does it work that way in the brain?
Yes, and this was the idea, to give women not only tools to really take care of the face in a most natural way, but also to use that power of touch to help all of us women to connect with our face, but also to appreciate our face, because we are live in the time of this bollocks about wrinkles and eternal youth and all that. And the truth is that beautiful face is relaxed face.
Yeah.
And then the wrinkles really doesn't matter. If the face has that light which comes from inside, we always look beautiful. We are also unique.
Yeah.
Each of us is unique, and we should celebrate that uniqueness.
Celebrate our uniqueness. So what do we do to start with then? Because we'll put a link up.
Yes.
You do these classes that you can join online. It's a £10 drop-in, isn't it? And you can just book. And then you get the whole experience.
Yes,
with
so
you.
Classes are designed twice a week, not as a workshop, but as a classes, when we can come together, do it together. But also, it's not really fun to sit in front of the mirror, and do it by yourself.
No.
It's just, the taking care of the face can be fun, can be playful. So classes are on Sundays and Thursdays from 8 a.m. till 12:30, 8:30 evening. They are different.
Nice.
Sometimes we breathe more, meditate more. Sometimes we do face work with the face. Sometimes we do slow techniques. So it depends. But today, of course,
You've got your headband on. I haven't, so I just have to kind of hook my hair back.
Headband is good. Yes, it's good to do that, because then there is no hair on the way. Normally in the class, we won't do that today, but normally in the class we always start massage from the chest up, neck and then face. Why? Because all muscles are connected.
Okay.
And if there is the tension in the chest, it will really pull the jaw muscle. So it's important that it really starts from the chest, but not at the moment.
Okay.
I'm just saying. So I would suggest that we use just the simple oil. I have a just simple oil, but before I show you a few techniques just to release and lift the jaw and cheeks.
Oh,
and
yes,
forehead.
I want a bit of this, please, lifting the jaw.
Yes, it's important to breathe. So I will advise you to close your eyes now. Sit straight.
Sit straight. I hope everyone's doing this, okay? Don't just watch me because I have my eyes closed. You've got to do this as well, everybody, okay?
Yes. Close your eyes just for a moment.
Okay.
Yes.
Unless you're driving. Hopefully you're not watching me.
Yes. Yes. And take deep breath through your nose, into your heart, into your chest, and breathe out through your mouth. You can even breathe out loudly, soundly. And again, in and out. An idea is to release any tension that you may store in your body. It's mental release as well. Again, in and out. One more time. In. Great, thank you. You can open your eyes. This already helps to be here and now. So it allows you to experience that power of touch, experience and connecting with your face. So now we will use a few drops of oil, not too much.
I haven't got any oil, so I'll do it without. But yeah.
Or cream. Yes, of course. I put, because I want you to see what I'm doing.
Okay.
And if I would do normally in a class, I would apply that from the chest up through the neck. At the moment, I will just do that on the face, always up, cheeks up, and a little bit on the forehead.
Okay.
And I will
This is
just
your oil.
introduce you to our beginning. This is how we start each class. I name that face salutation.
Face salutation, I like that, not the sun salutation.
Yeah, exactly, because it has a similar reason. It really connects all parts of the face together and awake the face, bring face into the conversation, I would say.
Nice.
So, but let's start from the jaw. So what we will use edges of our palms and just rest your chin on the edges of your palm, head down, never head back because you don't want to tilt. And now breathe in and slide up to the ears. But just on the jawline, not cheeks, just here. And with that intention of lifting. You see, my classes are not to fix anything, not to come from the space that something is wrong. It's rather to connect with the face, to almost allow the face to reveal its beauty. Yes, just like that. Just like that. And again, few more times. Just lifting that jaw. Perfect.
What kind of oil do you like to use, Beata?
I use simple oils. You see, I sometimes use coconut oil.
Really? Just really simple?
Yes.
Nice.
Sometimes very simple. Rosa mosqueta oil is very good.
I love that. Yeah, rosehip oil.
Yes. Yeah, sometimes I mix the base jojoba oil and I add few essential oils into that. But I keep it simple because if there is too many ingredients in the oil, not every face will respond well to that. So it's better to keep it simple. Yeah. So we took care of the jaw. Now we go to the cheek. We will use edges of our index fingers on both sides of the nose. We will slide gently and now take these cheeks and bring them up to the temples. So it's sliding down and now scooping under the cheekbones. You see, this is that place. We want to bring them up to the temples. And again, up to the temples. And now
you're doing this.
Yes, this is very...
Feels very soothing.
Nice. Yes, it's very soothing. And you see, this is the beauty of working with your hands. Yeah. We often expect that others will provide us with this moment of comfort, but we are all very busy. We are crazy busy. So this is what we can do to ourselves. So let's combine these two. Okay. Jaw, up. Yes, and up. And up.
I like the sound of your workout classes. I think I might have to drop into one of those. I think they sound a lot of fun.
Yes, please do. Thursday, 8:30, and it's only half an hour.
Okay, perfect.
Evening. Yes, and
everyone on Instagram saying Beata has amazing cheekbones, and you do have amazing cheekbones, Beata.
Yes. People sometimes ask me about my
seriously
cheekbones.
have cheekbones. You could sharpen pencils on your cheekbones.
Now the cheeks and up, and always with that intention up. But it's important that you keep your hands very loose. It's like playing on the instrument, and your face is that instrument, that beautiful instrument. And now forehead. Again, using edges of your fingers, index fingers, you slide up through the middle to the hairline, and then you open like a book. Exactly. So you slide up, and now on the out breath, slide out. And again, breathe in, up, and out. It's like opening the book. I almost feel that like a splash of the cold water on a very hot day.
So you're doing this half an hour twice a week, is that right?
Yes.
So your classes, and then you could just do it, you could just pop on at home and just do a couple of little bits if you felt like it.
Couple. I wouldn't do this whole sequence. I wouldn't do more than twice a week. It's very powerful.
Nice.
It's really a lot for the skin. But twice a week it's perfect. So up and open. Yes. And up.
I bet your skin just glows after all this. Half an hour of all this. My goodness.
And you know, really after half an hour, this is what women saying, that the face is glowing. It's healthy. There's a fantastic blood stimulation. Toxins are released much better. But also on the top of that is that power, that magic of connecting with your face. It's almost like it's almost like falling in love in your face again, or maybe for the first time ever.
You got such a lovely poetic expression. I love your turn of phrase. And in fact, Victoria was just saying you've got a lovely calming voice as well to listen to.
It's important, Liz. We are so tough on ourselves. We're so tough, and here we are, and we're beautiful, and we are unique. We just very often have no access to that, or we lost the way. And I somehow want through these classes to help women to reconnect with themselves, and also give fantastic workout for the face, because you can do this both.
Yeah,
you can do
and
both.
presumably not just for women. You know, guys can join in. Anybody, you know, and you can do it with your
Yes,
friends, or you could be, you know,
of
mums and
course.
daughters, or whoever. Anybody with a face, basically.
Yes, absolutely. But the truth is that mostly are women coming.
Yeah, I'm
And
sure.
mostly are women coming because I think we as a women are under much more pressure about our appearance. But also we are very sensitive creatures. We hold so many emotions, tensions, worries. We hold the whole world on our shoulders usually. So I think we need that. We need that half an hour. And I always congratulate women who coming that they found this half an hour, that this is great.
Half an hour just for you.
Half an hour just for you.
Yeah.
Just for you. With no outcome, with no agenda, just connecting, being with your face. And then, of course, if you do it regularly, you will see the difference.
Yeah. Can you leave us with one more exercise? Can you show us one more thing?
Yes. So I would like to show you how to release tension from the jaw.
Oh,
because
yes.
We hold lots of tension, and this will create the heaviness on the face and this pull down. So you go quite actually far back towards the ears.
Yep.
If you place your fingers here and you move your jaw on both, you will feel that under
I can feel that. Can you feel your jaw moving when you do that? Feel this little socket here.
Yes, so you can feel. You can feel where it is.
Yeah, definitely.
And now keep your fingers quite flat. And again, breathing is important. Breathe in. Breathe in. On the out breath, start to circulate gently in that place.
Ooh, that is quite sore.
Just exactly. And you see, if it lasts and lasts and lasts, it changes the shape of the muscles. Yeah. We need to bring the shape of the muscle as it's supposed to be. Yeah. Yes, but gently with breathing. Breathing is the cheapest medicine and the one of the most effective one.
Yeah, you're so right.
Exactly. Yes, just like that. And then you can go a little bit under the cheekbones and also spreading your fingers, just circulating underneath with that intention of lifting up. Lifting up. And again, going back to that back muscle, back of the face muscle.
Ooh,
good.
That is so
and
good.
I show you one trick, very nice trick, to really shape the jaw, especially if we have a day night or we really want to look great. Use these two fingers and sandwich the jaw between these two fingers, just one hand, right hand on the left side from the chin, and just slide up to the ear, just like that.
So you're also working on the lymphatics, aren't you, here as well?
Oh, a lot. We don't have time today, but every class starts from lymphatic drainage.
The lymphatic drainage, so it's helping with puffiness.
Sunday class,
Great.
Yes,
I'm
it
booked in. I'm
very
sold.
much to happiness around the eyes. Especially Sunday class is very much about the lymphatic drainage.
Great.
Face workout class in the evening is workout. It's boosting. It's bringing that glow.
Yeah.
Face spa is a slower class, but there are also classes 8 a.m. morning on Thursday and lunchtime.
Great. So
because
people are asking,
not always
how do we join? Is it just, it's online, isn't it? So it's not Instagram or Facebook. It's through your website.
No. It's online. It's live.
Okay.
So you go to my website, beata.website, the simplest
Okay,
website.
beata.website, that's great. So
beata.website,
Amy, I know
and
you've popped a
and
link
you find
on
the classes and you
Facebook
register
and
for the class.
there's a link on Instagram on
Yes,
Linktree.
but you can also go through Instagram. If you go to my Instagram, Beata Aleksandrowicz, you can also get to the class as well. It's Beata-Aleksandrowicz. It's complicated.
Okay, but we find you also, you're the face whisperer, aren't you, on Instagram?
Yes, this is how Times Magazine named me. Leslie Thomas named me the face
Did
whisperer.
she? I love Leslie. Gosh, I haven't seen her for such a long time. I think she's such a good beauty journalist.
Yes.
I love reading her pages.
She's amazing, and she sometimes is coming to me for my treatment, so she knows my work for a long time. And I guess based on that, she decided to name me Face Whisperer. But it makes sense because I believe, Liz, that we are too tough towards ourselves, and we need to develop that softer part of ourselves. That tender part of ourselves, and when we approach face from that loving touch, the face responds to that.
Yeah, you're getting lots of hearts here, Beata. There's lots of hearts on Instagram and Facebook, I can see.
Oh, great.
We're all so grateful.
Great.
Thank you. Come back and see us again with some more moves. We'd love that.
I would love to. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Thanks for your time.
Thank you.
Bye.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.
Oh, isn't that such a great way to start the week? Oh, my goodness. And I love her turn of expression, all about tenderness and gentleness and all of that. Now, I should actually explain there is a reason why I'm sat here in my PJs, okay? It's because the lovely, also equally lovely, brilliant woman called Sian Esther, who has an amazing website where she sells these incredible PJs, and I've actually featured them. I think they're in the current issue of Earle Wellbeing magazine at the back if you go to Liz Loves. Incredibly well made, just beautiful, incredibly soft, and the detail. These have got little velvet cuffs and pockets and little velvet buttons, and they've got little edges. I don't know whether you can see here, there's a sort of side stripe, and they're just really fabulous. They're the kind of PJs that you wouldn't worry, opening the door or, anything. You could stay in them. In fact, I might be tempted to stay in them all day. I feel almost like a suit. Anyway, what I love about her is that she developed her brand to support vulnerable women, particularly those who are victims of domestic violence, to have a safe night's sleep. That was her thing. That was her kind of her moment of realization when working out what her purpose was in life and what she wanted to do with her business. And so she set up this amazing British sleepwear company, Sian Esther. I think she's sianesther.com. Let me just check. And she donates, for every pair of pajamas, she donates to charities that help vulnerable women. So isn't that amazing? If you're going to buy a nice pair of pajamas or nightie or something, or you're thinking about, gifting something for Christmas, just give something that is then going back to support an amazing company that then supports other women. I mean, it's just... And every time I wear my pajamas at night, I try and practice gratitude at night before I go to sleep. I try and think of all the things. Sometimes I write them down, sometimes I just think about them in my head. Tick off at least 5 things that I'm thankful for. And even just little things. But one of those is invariably having a safe space to sleep. Just like really simple. And she has got a Liz Loves at the moment. So it's 15% off her lovely pajamas. And she still donates to women's charities. So it's just great. So Sian Esther. Thank you, Sian. We love you. And I love my pajamas. Thank you very much. Very glad to give you a shout out. A couple of quick questions here, actually. Can you wash the silk face masks? Asks Lambie. Yes, absolutely. I wash mine every day. Can you blend your own facial oil? Says Val on Insta. Yes. Go to lizearlewellbeing.com. You'll find lots of recipes for blending oils. I actually quite like just using a plain oil, like Beata was saying, she was just using coconut oil, or you could use jojoba oil or rosehip oil. That's one of my favourites. I've got a plain rosehip oil. I think I've got a Neal's Yard one. I think we still have a discount code on Neal's Yard, thinking about it. If you want to go and check it out, I will check that. But I'm pretty sure that Liz Loves gets you 10% off Neal's Yard, or maybe it did. Maybe we'll try and set it up again if it's not working. Another quick question here from Angela on Instagram says, "Hi Liz, I've recently started taking HRT. That again. Following your recent talks on the menopause, I'm using the estrogen gel in the morning and taking the progesterone tablets at night. Is this correct, or should I be doing both at the same time?" Well, there's no set rule on that, Angela. I do talk about it a lot in my e-guide, The Truth About HRT. So Amy, maybe you'll pop a link up on Facebook. It's on the Earle Wellbeing website. It's a $4.99 e-guide. It's full of links and resources. So if you would like to grab that, it answers just hopefully every question. And it was reviewed actually by some senior professors working in the world of menopause, both here and in the States. So you can be sure that the information is accurate. So I think the question of when to use your estrogen gel is a really interesting one, and it actually depends on why you are taking it, what your primary symptoms are. So for me, I don't get night sweats. I never have. I've never had a hot flush. But for me, the thing that affects me with low estrogen levels is I don't sleep. I don't sleep very well. I wake up at 4 a.m. So I need to have enough estrogen in my system that's going to help me sleep all the way through the night. So I use all my estrogen gel at night. I use 5 or 6 pumps a night, which I know is a lot, but that's absolutely what is working for me at the moment. This is something that's not medical advice. Obviously, I'm just sharing my experience, and you need to be guided individually. If you're somebody who's using estrogen to even out mood, to help combat low mood, anxiety, depression caused by loss of estrogen receptors in the brain, then you may want to split it, so use it morning and night, so that your estrogen levels are constant. Do you get my drift? So that's why you're using it. So it really depends. There is no hard and fast rule with all of this. HRT is not one size fits all. It's very individualistic. The progesterone, so I'm assuming that you're on Utrogestan, which is the body identical, micronized, regulated, safe, not compounded, regulated progesterone. Then take that at night because it is slightly sedating. So again, it's got a lovely calming action. So it should help you get a better night's sleep. So that's always a good one to take at the night. But the gel or the patches doesn't really matter, to be perfectly honest. Unless you're, like me, if you're taking it mainly for sleep, then I would load up in the evening. If you're using it more to even out mood throughout the day, then you'd want to perhaps do it morning and night. So where are we? Okay, so a couple of other little things to talk about. We were talking about gifting, and one of the other brands that we have linked up with is the Fresh Flower Company that we have a Liz Loves with. If you're looking to give flowers and send flowers, then they're great. They're British female florists in London. And they have a sister company called Forest London, and we also have a 10% off with Liz Loves. And they send plants. And honestly, these are some of the best plants. Just sent in the most personal and beautiful way. And this is one that I've got here, one of theirs. And their company, I think it's called Forest. Is that right? Let me just check. Forest London, that's right. And this came, and this is going to have pride of place in my kitchen. And I just love the pot. Look at that. That's right up my alley, that is. Really beautiful, sort of natural looking pot that would go with any kind of decor. And they send you a little card to go with it that tells you all about it. So this is a Calathea orbifolia. I'm not very good on my house plants. And it tells you, where to plant it, or where to keep it, rather. It likes bright but indirect light. There you go, you Calathea. I'm going to put you in my kitchen, I think. But it's just such a lovely thing if you're thinking about cheering somebody up with a plant. Flowers are great, but of course they only last, a week or so, maybe a bit longer. Whereas a plant, hopefully, we can keep them alive for a little bit longer. And we know that they help to purify the air. You know, anybody who's written or read any of the articles that we've written in the past about biophilia, which is all about surrounding yourself with green and living plants and how that improves mood. Having plants in your bedroom, you know, is maybe I should keep it in here actually. That's not a bad idea. Is just a really nice thing to brighten up your home. So, you know, you may have students away or relatives away, just sending lovely plants. Anyway, check them out because I genuinely love them. I think they're a good company. I think that the quality of the plants that they send out and the way they send them is really good. And at the moment, there is a 10% Liz Love. So I know, Amy, you'll pop a link, won't you, my lovely, on Facebook. And there is a link on the Instagram, should you like it. Now, something else before I go. This is, I'm never political on here, okay, because this is all about positivity and good vibes, and so I kind of steer clear of controversial subjects because this is all about lovely ways for well-being, and there are different people who do that kind of thing much better than me, but I couldn't resist this, okay. This was sent to me by a friend of mine and is the Brexit biscuit. So it doesn't matter which side of the fence you're on here. This was started by a couple of young people who live not too far away from me, and they are all butter shortbread biscuits. So no palm oil or sunflower oil. You may have seen my post at the weekend about Marks and Spencer's discovering palm oil in their all butter mince pies. Anyway, that's another story. So this, and the reason that they're called Brexit biscuits is you pick a side and break the divide. If you want to get them, they are from thebrexitbiscuit.co.uk. Thebrexitbiscuit.co.uk. They cost $9.95 for a tin. What a fun present, don't you think? So in here, I deliberately haven't opened them yet because I thought I'd wait and share it with you. It says tear here, and then it's got Article 50 written on here. It tells you about what Article 50 is, and then I think the idea is... Oh, I think I need a pair of scissors, actually, to cut it rather than tear it. Oh, I can do it like that. Oh my goodness, this is such a lot of fun. They must have had a lot of fun designing this. Okay, so if you can see the shortbread biscuits, one side EU, the other side Union Jack. There you go. And apparently you have to just take a biscuit, break it, and then whichever side you get is the side that you're on. Anyway, well done. A bit of ingenuity to bring a bit of light relief to a difficult situation. Great little stocking filler. And then you get the nice Brexit biscuit tin to keep after that. Do you like that? Well done. I hope you guys do really well with it. That is the brexitbiscuit.co.uk. A couple of other questions that have come in here. Oh, this is from Claire, actually. On Instagram, you say, I have a feeling that you are a singer, Claire, because I think I looked at your comment when you left it for me and you said, absolutely love your cookbooks. I'm a Liz addict. Me, my mum, the Caroline Maguire, and sister Sian Maguire are your biggest fans. Loads of love from Claire. That must be Claire Maguire. Hi, Claire, if you're watching. Thank you so much. So nice to get comments and feedback. And leaving comments actually on my Instagram probably is the easiest way, but you can also leave them on Facebook and you can leave them on YouTube as well, because we do check all of that. This is last question here on Instagram from Lucy. It says, hello from Kenya. Hey. Hello, my boy just arrived back from Kenya. Yeah, it's been great. He's been away for nearly a year, so it's been really good to have him back here. What kefir sachets do you use when you're travelling? And that's from Lucy on Instagram. So I use a British brand called Nourish. And I think we've got a Liz Loves discount with them, actually. If you look them up, they're online. Nourish Kefir. I mean, they're probably nourishkefir.co.uk, something like that. Let me just check. Nourish. Yeah. Nourish.co.uk. 15% off with Liz Loves. There you go. So they have just sachets of powdered kefir. And then, yeah, whenever I get to wherever I'm going, I just, make it, get a pint of milk and make it, and in the morning just leave it somewhere warm, which of course in Kenya is really easy, or if you're in the UK, put it on a radiator or just in a warm kitchen, and in the morning it's inoculated and turned into kefir, and I find it really good. It makes a really nice sort of thick kefir. and just, yeah, delicious, and then pop it in the fridge. So that's what I do, and I like the Nourish brand. I've actually recorded a podcast with the founder, a female founder called Deborah. If you haven't listened to that podcast, it's really interesting because she completely cured herself of Crohn's disease, which is really fascinating. And, you know, I've written and talked a lot about gut health over the years, and I've written, you know, a book that was #1 on Amazon, actually, called The Good Gut Guide. When it first came out years ago, it was one of the first consumer books on gut health, and I recorded this podcast with Deborah, must be at least 3 years ago. And she had been a high-flying city exec, totally burnt herself out and with stress and gut issues. And it was a Polish friend of hers who brought her some kefir for the first time to try. And she'd been off work for nearly 2 years, basically totally bedridden, you know, really, really bad. Gone through every form of medication, conventional treatment, and it was when she discovered kefir that her life changed, literally. And so, of course, she became completely passionate about kefir, and that's when she started her own kefir brand. And she was one of the first little ones, and you can still find it. It's not in the big supermarkets, I don't think. You can correct me if I'm wrong, but you find it in some of the smaller, better independent health food shops. You can also get it online. And she's got a really delicious vanilla flavoured one. In fact, I put her vanilla flavoured one into my smallest boy. I make him a smoothie in the mornings, and I try and pack in lots of good stuff to you know, send him off to school knowing that he's got a good kind of baseline of nutrition. And I made him one with the vanilla Nourish kefir. And I'm always I'm a bit nervous because he watches me sometimes and he says, "What are you putting in that?" Because I tend to pack it with all sorts of different things. I thought I might actually do a little video showing you how I make my smoothies, because I do tend to put in lots of weird and wonderful things. And he didn't see what I was doing. And then he was drinking it and he said, what have you done with this one? And I said, why? And he said, it tastes really good. And I said, oh, that's good. That's because it's got extra vanilla kefir in it. And he said, oh, blast. I said, I'll make it again with extra kefir. Now I know that you like it. Right, okay, I think that is about it for today. Thank you for being with me. Just before I go, lots of you have been ordering the Christmas cards from my charity, Live Twice, just to show you that's what they look like. It's a little dove with heart-shaped wings carrying a bit of mistletoe, and it says peace on earth. And there is just a little biblical verse in there which says, and the angel said to them, fear not, for behold, I bring you good news of great joy that will be for all people. We could all do with a bit of joy, couldn't we? And it just says, wishing you peace and joy at Christmas. We have some left, not many, but we have some, but we're sending out, if you buy 4 packs online, you get an extra pack free. But if you want to rush to grab those, they'll only be around for the next couple of days. But they're on the website, which is livetwice.org. Is it .org.uk, I think? livetwice.org.uk. Anyway, we'll pop links up if you would like to get that. And just last chance, I know I saw on my Instagram particularly, where I can read the comments more easily on my phone, lots of chat about the mask. And some of you have been using it already. Isn't that amazing? It's, amazing reports. And I know Lily's going to be in touch directly with everybody, I think, who's already bought it, just to see how you're getting on and to get some testimonials, because this is genuinely the real deal. And yes, it is an extremely expensive piece of kit, but my goodness, does it work? And if you do want to get one, either for yourself or perhaps you're a salon owner looking to invest in a new piece of salon kit, that really, really special price is just until midnight. And that is, I genuinely promise you, that is it. It's great that she's done it for the extra day, but that really will be it after that. We'll still have Liz Loves, because I'm her mum, so that's how it's going to work. I said, you've got to keep it as a Liz Loves. And she said, oh, yes, we can, but, we won't be able to afford to do more than the 10% normally. But this, I think it's got £300 off and then the 10%. So, it really is. If you are thinking about it, do check it out before the end of midnight. And don't forget Holistic Silk as well. I might have a little lie down while I'm in my bedroom. Might keep my PJs on. What do you think? Yes? No? Yeah, I think so. It's pajama day. Why not? Anyway, I hope you have a lovely day. I shall be back with you live on Wednesday. Tomorrow is a YouTube day. So tomorrow there's a new recipe going up on YouTube if you want to check that out. Don't forget that we are Earle Wellbeing on YouTube if you want to subscribe to the channel. Thank you for all the hearts. Really nice to see all the chat going on. It's always a shame when I have to click everybody off, but I hope you'll be back with me on Wednesday and sending lots of love. Have a great day. Bye.